7 Most Useful Biblical Trees Proven by Science. The book of Ezekiel describes leaves used for healing, not metaphorically, literally, leaves from specific trees applied to specific conditions. Modern pharmacologists have spent the last 40 years figuring out why that passage is medically accurate. We have centuries of pharmaceutical guidelines insisting that human wellness requires synthetic, lab-created solutions. And quietly, without announcement, peer-reviewed clinical data is dismantling that premise one ancient compound at a time. What the ancient world understood about plants, and what we are only now confirming in controlled trials, is the subject of this video. 7 trees. Scripture named them. Science verified them. At least 3 of them are probably sitting in a store near you right now, mislabeled as supplements rather than what they actually are. Some of the most potent biological compounds ever systematically documented. Stay with me through all 7. The last one is the one that stopped researchers cold. Tree 1. The olive tree, Olea europea. Isaiah called it the tree of life. Nutritionists called it heart-healthy. Neither of them went far enough. For generations, people assumed the olive branch was an aesthetic symbol of peace. But when you examine the molecular structure of the leaf, not the fruit, the leaf, you find a bitter compound called oleuropein. When your blood vessel walls experience sustained oxidative stress, they stiffen, accumulate plaque, and restrict circulation. A comprehensive review published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry demonstrated that oleuropein acts as a direct countermeasure to that process, relaxing arterial pathways, suppressing the ACE enzyme that drives hypertension, and lowering systemic blood pressure metrics. The mechanism is not new. The tree is 4,000 years old. Olive leaf extract, not olive oil. The leaf. Save this, because the distinction matters the next time you are standing in a supplement aisle. Tree 2. The fig tree, Ficus carica. Ancient records describe mashed figs applied directly to inflamed tissue infections. To a modern observer, that sounds primitive, possibly unsanitary. The real biology is in the latex. The white, milky sap that flows through the bark and leaves of the fig tree contains proteolytic enzymes, primarily phycin. A study published in Phytotherapy Research confirmed that phycin actively degrades the cellular matrix of bacterial biofilms. When a pathogen invades tissue, it constructs a protective shield that blocks standard immune response. Phycin dissolves that shield. A separate study, documented in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, confirmed cytotoxic activity against human cancer cell lines. The compress wasn't superstition. It was enzyme-driven topical therapy. Tree 3. The cedar of Lebanon, Cedrus libani. Solomon built the temple from cedar. Levitical law prescribed cedar wood in the purification rites for skin disease. Dermatologists assumed that was coincidence. The volatile oils saturated deep inside cedar wood fibers contain hemicoline and cedrol, compounds now confirmed to carry significant antifungal and anti-inflammatory activity. A publication in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that inhaled cedar vapor directly stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, dropping salivary cortisol and inducing what researchers described as deep cellular rest. The massive wooden temple structures were not just architecture. They were passive, biological environments engineered to alter the physiological state of everyone who walked inside. The priests were not performing ritual. They were performing